Hi. Well, hi is not really the right word for this. Goodbye? What's going on, dudes? It's your boy, The Real Venom. And welcome to my final video as The Real Venom. This video will have a lot of context and stuff. If you want the news about what's happening with the channel and everything, I'm going to leave timestamps down below. Go and check those out. You can check out also the chapters here. I'm going to make sure that the chapters are set up for you guys. But this is going to be me just basically talking to you guys. It's going to be a bit of a different video. The long story short of all of this is Real Venom is going to stop existing as of 2022. This is a decision I've thought about for a while and had multiple discussions with my community, with my moderation team, like people who support my channel and everything. It's basically me stopping recording as the Real Venom. I got to give a little bit of a backstory to this. So, for those who don't know, I'm a Twitch streamer and have been doing so for about 3 years now. 2 years I was not an affiliate. Well, I was an affiliate, but I didn't have the sub badge. I was a streamer prior to that in like early 2017, but I didn't really do much with it. I just went live occasionally, got a following. I ended up with like 150 followers, which was nice, but I stopped because I wanted to focus on YouTube. YouTube was where my revenue was coming in, so I was able to make unboxing videos and stuff. You guys would know that a lot of my early videos were CSGO case openings. I got sponsored by a couple of those companies to do their videos and stuff, and it was a really good start for me going from like a Twitch streamer who had like 150 followers to a YouTuber who had 1,000. It was a really big step for me, but I felt my content was too hard to edit, which sounds really lazy now, but at that time I wasn't a great editor. I could edit, and I can edit nowadays, but back in the day, I struggled with the software I had. And so I gave up on YouTube videos and said, hey, I'm just going to move over to Twitch streaming. I did a little bit of streaming, and then I realized I had the potential to apply for affiliate. So I did. I applied for affiliate and got approved within 24 hours. Sweet. Except for the part where I didn't have a subscription badge. I waited for a week and I was like, this is weird. I should have a sub badge. I messaged Twitch and I was like, hey, what's going on? I'm supposed to have a badge. What's the situation? And they were like, hey, it seems to be a problem on our end. Just give us time to fix it. We'll get back to you with progress and things like that. And I'm like, okay, cool. No worries. Left them be. Several months had passed after that and no response. So I messaged them and said, hey, what's going on? My last ticket was closed because when I looked back at it, it had been closed. Not put on hold, closed. And I was like, the issue's not resolved. Why'd you close my ticket? They closed the ticket for a duplicate issue. And this back and forth went for about 2 years straight. It took me basically threatening them on a ticket, which I don't condone threatening companies, especially if they're the companies that help you pay your bills. But in this case, they had been screwing me out of 2 years of potential income. I did the math on if I had my current wages and everything, and I'd have more than enough money. I would have had my car years ago. I would have had all these other things ages ago if I had the sub badge. I would have grown much more as a channel. And I feel that like hurt me because I was trying to grow a channel without being able to get subscribers. 500 followers on Twitch was really exciting. And around that time, it got fixed. I woke up one morning, went to the channel to start up stream, and noticed that I had a sub badge when I was testing my commands. I'm like, hang on a moment. And had a look, and sure enough, the button had been set up. And my housemate can vouch for this. I raced out there at speed, ripped open the door, nearly ripped it off the hinges, and said, I finally have a sub badge. You can officially subscribe to me. And he was my first subscriber. And from that point, I just streamed, I'd say, for about a year and a half consistently with a sub badge. Like it was early 2020 where I got back into it. So yeah, I'd say about a year and a half where I had a sub badge, and it was exciting. It was me being able to help pay the bills. There was money that came in from that, and it was really lovely. And so I started streaming. I got to the point with my streaming where I was able to do it full time, which was always a passion of mine as a kid. I've been a gamer for almost 20 years now. I was a young gamer. I played a lot of Minecraft and things like that, but I knew that leaving school, I wanted to be a content creator. I wanted to play games and make money off it. Which at that point, because I graduated like 2016, it was a weird time because they were like, well, it's a thing. Do you reckon you could do it? And I know that a lot of people shot me down to like, you can't do this. it's not an income, you need a job. So I took their advice on board and did get jobs and stuff. But when I started full-time streaming, I didn't really have a job. Like, I was like, you know what? I wasn't going to put the time and the effort to actually make my channel grow into something. So I put time, a bit of effort in, not a lot. But I put enough effort in that I made my channel full-time. I literally pay my bills with being able to stream for you guys, which is wonderful. But then the incident happened with the hacks. The hacks hit hard. I was just streaming and had a great time, had a lot of subscribers, and then ended. The next day, I wait to see on the news that Twitch had been hacked. A lot of people's data had been leaked, including earnings and payment information. A lot of people know about the actual earnings of Twitch streamers because it's a huge thing. There's now internet sites where you can go and search up Twitch earnings and see all the popular streamers and how much they're earning. But even more so, it leaked payment details of people who, if you subscribe to one of those big streamers, your payment details may have been in that initial list. I say may because not everyone did. I got affected by it because a lot of my, a handful of my subscribers, I wouldn't say a lot, but a handful of them were like, why are my details leaked? And I'm like, I don't know. I wasn't aware that that was leaked. And basically they said to me, look, I can't subscribe to you now knowing that with round 2 of the hacks, more shit could be leaked. My personal details were almost leaked as well. Luckily, luckily everything was resolved before they got leaked. But the hackers said that round 2 of the leaks would be personal details, payment details, basically ruining Twitch because they had a vendetta against it for it being a cesspit. And so for me, it was hard knowing that I was a Twitch streamer making a lot of money from Twitch, and then that money disappeared. And I was like, well, this is painful. I took a bit of a break from streaming. I streamed most of my usual schedule, but I took more days off because I was trying to resolve how am I going to recover from this, because it was a serious situation. And around that time is what got me thinking about TheRealVenom, because I wanted to change my name because I like TheRealVenom, but it's hard to brand TheRealVenom knowing that Venom and Venom TV both exist and they're both partnered streamers. I looked on YouTube and there's lots and lots of Venoms. I was just another one in the list. And to me, that meant that I couldn't grow my stream. It meant that I was just tagging along with those guys. I got, a fair bit of popularity, but for me, it was like, why would I try and push something knowing that I'm just going to be a copycat? So I had several discussions with my mod team and my housemate, and I was like, I should rebrand. And I know that the rebrand is going to be hard, but it was a move I had to make. And that brings me to part 3, TheRealVenom stopping existing. The long story short is these channels, like this YouTube channel, my Twitch channel, my Twitter, will basically be abandoned. My Twitter, I'm going to turn to my personal Twitter. I'm going to basically wipe it and reset it. But it's going to be my personal Twitter because that's where all my followers are. Where, all the people I follow and stuff. The channels will still exist. If you want to go back and watch VODs and clips and highlights and all that will still exist for the time being. I may stream on it a couple of times just to keep the accounts active until I have someone who's willing to purchase the name. I've had several offers from people, but nothing's stood out large enough to make me want to sell this brand. Yeah, I've basically remade all my accounts with my new name and my new logo. And these channels are basically going to get abandoned. When I say goodbye for this, I should clarify, I'm not stopping streaming. I'm only stopping streaming on this account. The new account's already set up. It's got Twitch, it's got Twitter, it's got Instagram, it's got YouTube, it's even got TikTok. Yeah, I know, right? TikTok. What is going on? But yeah, I decided I needed to rebrand and make something of myself. So I went through a bunch of names with people, just started spitballing ideas. And one name stuck. One name that no matter who I talked to, some people thought it was awkward because the name is hard to pronounce when you just read it. But if you know if you know what it is, the name's easy. It could be shortened. It's the branding for it. I was able to get the shorthand of the name, except I couldn't get the direct one. So I had to actually add like TV at the end of it. But I don't mind that. Like in the end, it is like it's basically a TV show of the stupidity I get up to on YouTube. And I was able to do it with everything. I have to do some adjustments, I think, for TikTok and Instagram. But other than that, I was able to get it. Which leads me to announce that the real Venom, me, will now be known as Edamame TV. For those who don't know what edamame is a process which involves a young soybean, which turns it into a lovely delicacy. Usually associated with, like, when you get ramen, you get some edamame on the side. Other, Japanese food uses edamame a lot. And I felt like it resonated for me. First of all, because my favorite food is ramen. If you ever ask me, what's your favorite food, Venom? I will say, hands down, no questions asked, ramen. I will always give you a good description of the ramen bowl I like. And with that, like, I love edamame with that. Because you can just have that freshness from the bean, like, going along with the richness of the ramen. So it's my favorite food. As well as that, it keeps the green branding. I didn't necessarily want to keep the green branding, but getting the name edamame, I'm like, I may as well keep the green branding. But I'm going green and white instead of green and black. So, like, the real Venom, as you know, is like a lot of green and black and things like that. I'm going to be switching to green and like more like mellowed green and white. And I do have a logo in the works. The one that you will see on my branding right now is a temporary logo. That it was just a placeholder. I'm going to be getting a logo drawn up, and it is currently in the process. But yeah, I'm now known as Edamame TV. It's a weird change because I've been Venom for so long, but Venom, I just didn't sit comfortably with Venom. The only reason I had the meme of the real Venom in the first place was literally just because of esports. And in esports, I was meant to be Venom, but I couldn't be Venom, so I had to be the real Venom. And that meme just stuck for ages. But Edamame is a chance for me to rebrand and, like, become myself, like, become my own brand and not just be a meme that I happen to turn into my name. And with that comes a lot of channel changes, which is basically going to be the final part of this video. A lot of different things on the channel. Like, I liked some of the things, but there were a lot of things I wanted to change. And one of the big things was the exclusivity of it being an adults-only stream. I am a mature content streamer, and that will never change. A lot of the stuff I talk about is saucy, to say the least. We do a lot of inappropriate topics on stream, and could be questionable by Twitch and YouTube. But for the most part, it is like a lot of adult topics. We're talking about, politics on the offhand. We talk about, alcohol. We talk about things like that. But I realized that I was shutting out a lot of people who were wanting to follow. I checked my ban list, and there are so many people I banned just because they were a kid. They could be 17, not even, like, they could be months off becoming an adult, and my strict rules said, you're not an adult, get out. And for me, that took away the feeling of a welcoming community, because it's a welcoming community if you're an adult. So one of the biggest changes is that it is an everyone stream. I'm going to be talking about the same topics. I'm marking my stream as mature. However, anyone of any age can join in and have some fun, hang out and all that jazz. However, there's a certain section of my Discord where it will be just adults only. That role, you can ask for the adults role. I'm not going to say, like, hey, tick here to get it, or hey, verify for this. If you want the adults role, you can ask. And it's kind of like, not necessarily just like, oh, you're an adult. Yeah, it's like, hey, I know you're an adult. I trust that you're an adult. Have some adult content. Because I've noticed that, like, one of the good things that the old Discord had was basically, it was an adults area. If you weren't, I didn't have any verification process. There wasn't like any IDs or photos or stuff. But through conversations, I was able to figure out if they were an adult or not. And sticking in the Discord, you were able to have great conversations with just adults. If you saw someone had the adults tag, you knew they were an adult and you could just play with them and have a good chat. But there were some people who I just couldn't get the information from, and it just felt like I was cutting them out. So the new Discord, everyone can join and have a great time, but there is this area for adults. As well as this, I am going to be posting on YouTube every single week. I'm going to be running a stricter schedule. Every day is going to be something different, basically. But I'll be streaming 5 days a week and having a day for editing, which is going to get a lot of my videos done. And then I'm going to be posting on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram. A lot of clips and fun stuff there. If you watch the streams, you'll generally find that content on there if you want to watch it. But go and check it out. It's always great fun to see the stuff after the stream, because you'll be like, oh, that was a great stream. And then you see the highlight and you're like, that's kind of funny. But yeah, it's going to be really exciting. It's going to be a new phase for me to step into where, yes, I'm starting out a new brand. It's scary. But I have this base of people I know who are willing to support my channel, and they're willing to tell their followers and go, hey, this guy is a really lovely dude. He supports my community. He had a previous name. Go and follow the new guy. And I'm thinking I'll get affiliate in a couple of weeks. I'll be surprised if it takes me longer than a month to get affiliate. And if it is, it's just because I'm not pushing hard enough. I know I've got the followers. I know I've got the viewership. Just have to see how it goes. But yeah, it's a bit of a sad video, especially for people who have known me as TheRealVenom for as long as they have. But TheRealVenom was a phase of my life which I'm glad has, come and passed. I'm going to be putting out a video after this one that's actually going to be the final video. That's a montage of some of my favorite moments of all time. And the rest of the time, the rest of the video is just going to be clips and fun stuff. But as of January 1st, 2022, basically the channel is going to be shut down. Everything will be rebranded. I'm going to spend New Year's Eve, potentially, maybe the 30th, just changing names and fixing everything up. So I'm ready to go on, not on New Year's, but the day after, to just get in and start streaming and build my brand. For the time being, if you are currently supporting the channel, you'll be able to go into my Discord and see all my links. I'm going to be putting up an announcement there when I release this video, which should be on the 1st of December. Go and click on the new links. Go and drop follows. It really does help support, especially the new channel. It shows that you're still interested in the content and everything. So go and show some love over there. I was going to say go and show some love for the Fresh crew, but it's no longer the Fresh crew. But yeah, sorry. Woo! We're good. Go and show some love. Links are all going to be in the description as well if you want to go and support the new channel. Otherwise, thank you guys so much for watching over these last 3 years. It's been a wonderful experience, and I wouldn't trade it for anything else. I've been able to play the games I've loved and build a community and be myself on the internet. An absolute fucking moron on the internet, but a lovable moron nonetheless. But yes, thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to like this video, you can. It's not really going to affect my stats, but if you want to like it, you can. If you want to dislike it, you can do that as well. I don't know why you would, because it's a goodbye video. But I don't know. Haters gonna hate. But thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to check the links in the description to see all the new stuff. And until next time, stay classy, San Diego. Peace.